guys, and welcome to another video on my channel. Today we are planning the week of September 19th through the 25th. I'm actually filming this on the 25th at night. It's very odd. But I am going to be using this Gaston's Tavern themed kit from Keatown. I really love this theme. We're not going to really delve too much into this poo-poo format because he has reformatted since purchasing this to a more up-to-date, this style of planning format. I am using the bell underlays from my shop in gold, and I do have this page topper from Planner Pixie Co. and confetti headers from my shop. My tweezers are from Sassy Planner Co. The inserts are from Aura Estelle. And we're gonna get into the base. I'm pretty sure this was the first week of fall, so this kit is quite fitting because it's very fall vibes. The issue here is I'm pretty sure there's only 8 full boxes, which is spooky and scary. I'm literally probably going to have to put one of these things in the sidebar simply for the box, and then I'll use, or maybe we'll figure it out, because there is the deco that I don't plan on using. I could do just underlays and then decorate them with the deco. That is also an option. This camera is really testing me lately. For my past couple of videos, this is toner. This is what happens when you make stickers and you fight with your printer on a daily basis. But how are you guys doing? How was your week? Who knows when the fuck this is going up? At the time of filming this, I have my Christmas releases coming out, or festive releases I should say, as we do have Kwanzaa and Hanukkah items coming out. They're definitely out by the time you see this. Who knows? One day I'll be more caught up on Plan With Me's. I think I'm only like a month behind, which is shocking and exciting. But yeah, so let me okay, so as for this past week, it's just been very much so work heavy. I'm still working on my birthday sale orders at this time, which is actually pretty good. I quoted 3 to 6 weeks, and I think I'm gonna have everything out in 3 weeks. So snaps for me, because honestly, it's been a whole thing. I have been really working on having a better work-life balance. It's something I do really struggle with because I'm very much like, I'm just very much a, if I can get it done, why not get it done type of gal. I don't have any gold date numbers in the right dates. This is a sick joke, isn't it? We've got these little square dates from Etsy. I literally had to pull this out of my D-stash bin. So that's interesting. Are the date covers cute? We'll start with that. No, I don't like them. So these are from SPC, very old format. I'm like, oh, let me make sure. Yeah, this is like, in most of my, this is like the only one besides like a pixie gold that I had the right numbers for. So I need to note, I usually have a running list on my phone of things that I need to make for myself. Gold date numbers needs to be added. But yeah, so as I was saying, I don't consider like filming videos work because this is genuinely like just fun for me. I enjoy it. It's a reason to play with stickers, talk to you guys. You know, it's fun. But I have been really, truly trying to work towards having a better work-life balance, because I tend to just like work until I crash and burn, which is not healthy. So something I've been working on. So this week I've been trying to, I don't know if I've mentioned, I don't think I really mentioned this anywhere, but Chris, he does like stream on Twitch 3 days a week, sometimes 4 days a week, depending on how busy we are with the shop. But this current week he was feeling a bit burnt out, so he decided to take a couple of weeks off. And past me would be like, okay, well, since we have open orders, we are gonna work from the second that we wake up till the second we go to bed, which, you know, I'm going to be honest, I do really like doing that because I get a lot done, but it is not very, like, good for my mental well-being. I get very burnt out, very exhausted, just, I don't have any time to decompress, so that by the time I do go to bed, I'm up for like 3 hours decompressing, and then I get no sleep and blah, 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 and it's just miserable. So that's been kind of what I've been focusing on this week, is like really holding myself to like work a normal amount of hours in a day. Like, I have my goal of like, okay, I want to get through this order, and if we do that before 5 o'clock, then we'll keep going and get like bonus orders done. And I think that's been going really good for me personally on this journey. But yeah, so basically Monday, I pretty much worked, and then I do have like a book club. It has like some of my like friends that like I know through planners, but are also my real life friends in it, as well as, did I fuck this? Oh my god, what did I do? I don't, where is my brain? Where is my brain? I don't know how I did that, but these are on the wrong days, so we're just gonna do a little swappity swapperoo. So basically, the book for September, each month somebody gets to pick a book. Kirsten is in my book club, and she picked the book for September, and it was House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. And it was like the 19th of September, and I was like 50 pages into it. I'm like, okay, listen, we gotta make a mile here, sweetie. Time is running up on this book. We have got to get reading it. So I did get to reading it. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't really like the book. I won't give spoilers here. I might start doing like, once I read, I'm like trying to get really back into reading in general, and like I read like half of a book yesterday. By the time I'm done filming, it's probably gonna be close to 9 o'clock, so I'm only gonna get a couple of hours to read it tonight, but whatever. But I could like start doing some like reading themed books or videos, I suppose, if you guys, well, I'll probably already pull it on Instagram or something before you see this. But this book for this month is not my favorite, which is completely fine. That's what I find to be one of the beauties of like being in this book club, is books get chosen that I may not have read on my own, and I could end up finding something that I really enjoy. But on the flip side, you may read something you really don't enjoy. But again, that is also fine. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna get too much into this book, but I did finish that this week and start a new book, which I'll talk about when I get there. But anyway, I read a good portion of it on Monday. And then Tuesday, worked, you know, the huge. I got McDonald's, you know, I feel like that. Tried to be better this week. I think I was a bit better. I baked cookies because I bought the stuff to make them. And I told Andrea, like, I was gonna bring some cookies for our Handmaid's Tale Day on Wednesday. And this bitch says to me that, like, oh, like, if I make enough that, like, Nick loves cookies. And I'm like, girl, do you think I'm just rude and I'm gonna just only make enough cookies for the two of us? Come on now. I may be kind of a bitch, but I'm not rude. So yeah, I made some pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, and they're flames. This is the recipe. I'll tell you right now. You need 1 box of spice cake mix, 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin, 1 egg, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. Mix that all together, heat the oven to 350. Put them on a cookie sheet. They don't spread super, like they don't really spread, so you can put them probably like an inch apart. And then you put it in the oven for like 13-ish minutes. Do 13 minutes and look at it. And they should like not look glossy anymore. They should have like more of a matte finish. And once they have a matte finish, you take them on out and you let them sit on the cookie sheet for 3 minutes to finish baking. And then put them on a cooling rack to finish cooling. And they're like soft. The one thing is you need to like just lightly cover them, because if you do put them in an airtight container, they will get like sticky on the outside. But they're amazing, super quick and easy if you're trying to like do something with your kids that's like baking and fun, but not like a huge time commitment. I support it. They're really good. So made those, and then I finished the book club book. We did also get our announcement for our book for October, so that's exciting. I'm gonna try to not start it until October, because the discussion isn't until like the last day of the month, and I don't want to be like so far removed from the book that I don't really remember what happened. So yeah, I'm gonna wait till October 1st to start reading it. But it is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. So the space looks cute, and I'm telling you right now, my underlays make everything look cute, even if the format is wonky. But yeah, so Wednesday I worked, and then my dad scared the shit out of me to this day. So he texted me, we were texting back and forth, and he told me how he was going to the doctor. And I'm like, okay, like, he was like, oh yeah, I'm heading into the doctor, I'll talk to you later. And I'm like, okay, whatever, like, he sees the doctor regularly, he has, like, really bad back problems, whatever. So, this looks silly now, I promise, I have a vision. So he texts me and is like, I just got out of the doctor, call me if you have a minute. And like, I'm a naturally panicky type of gal, okay? So when your dad leaves the hospital or the doctor and says, call me when you have a minute, that's absolutely terrifying. So I was a little bit freaked, and I was like, I was in the middle of working, and I was like, hey, I'm working, is everything okay? Like, obviously, if not, I can drop what I'm doing and give you a call. And he's like, oh no, everything's fine. Just whenever you get a minute, just want to talk to you. Bitch, I was so freaking spooked. This little box here, it's actually a big box, is from Scribble Prints Co. Probably gonna have to pull in quite a bit of leftovers for this kit, as this is not my like preferred format, which is fine because I've got 6,842 kit leftovers. Let's bring in this guest on tapper. I am going to Disney World in like the winter springtime, and me and Andrea are going together, and we're doing like, we like planned a bunch of different Disney bounds, and one theme we're doing is like a villain, and I am going to be Disney bounding as my baby Gaston, and I'm very excited about that. But yeah, so I ended up calling my dad, ended up being on the phone with him for literally like an hour and a half, and then I was like, I gotta go, like I got plans, and he's like, oh, okay, whatever. So I went to Andrea's house, we watched episode 3 of Handmaid's Tale, and it was actually kind of a weak episode. We both agreed it was kind of boring until like the absolute last like 5 minutes. But nonetheless, we also got hibachi for dinner, and then we ended up just like hanging out. So this is like always what happens, is like we finish the episode, then we get started talking on something, and then all of a sudden it's like almost midnight, and I have to drive all the way back home, and it's a whole thing. That page flag is from my shop in gold, the September is from my shop in font 5 in gold. So did that. Thursday, woke up in the morning, and I was supposed to call Chris's brother like Tuesday or Monday. I told him I would give him a call, and I plumb forgot, okay? So I'm just gonna pop this on here, right? That's pretty cute. I mean, it's not like exceptional, but it'll do. I'm gonna put the green gal over here since I don't have her on this side. do some of that. That looks like not that good, but we're rolling with it. Tee hee hee. But, yeah. So, I was supposed to call Chris's brother, and, like, I just been so busy that I, like, it didn't really, he was like, oh, give me a call tomorrow, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, and then tomorrow came, and I never called. So he texted me, I was like, hey, like, I have, like, today off if you want to, like, give me a call at some point. I literally called him immediately. I was like, hello. He's like, did you just wake up? And I'm like, yes. He's like, oh, do you want to, like, have coffee or something first? And I'm like, I don't drink coffee. So we discussed both Handmaid's Tale, which was, like, the point of the phone call. And we got into talking about House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones and stuff. So that was that. Worked, FaceTimed with my sister for a little bit because I sent her even like back when I still lived in New York, we would like send each other just like cards in the mail, and so decided we were going to be pen pals. So now we're like really pen pals because I live so far away. But like also I collect wax for her. Like whenever I get something that like I know she'll like more than I do, I just put it in a box for her. Or sometimes when I'm ordering wax, if there's something I know she would also like, I'll pick it up for her as well. So I had sent her a box, and I was like, you have to like call me when you unbox it and give me a review. And so she called me, we did that. And then Friday I worked. That was pretty much all that happened besides grocery shopping. And then I did order this game that I saw. I'm like obsessed with this one YouTuber. Her name's Sierra Schultze, but I watched her. She's like actually taking a break from that YouTube channel, but she has her vlog channel, and it's called Sierra IRL. And then she has a podcast called 20 Whatever, and it's literally the most relatable. It like makes me just want to like start a podcast with a group of my friends just talking about like normal life issues because it's just so relatable and enjoyable. But they did this one episode where they played this card game called We're Not Really Strangers, and it was so like heartfelt and like tear-jerking that I like straight up bought the game. And basically the premise is you play it with your friends or family to like connect with them on a deeper level. I played it with Chris, but it was like kind of hard because I don't feel like he can take things seriously, A, and B, we work together and live together, so there's not really much left to discuss. But you start out with the first level of questions, which are perspective, and it's like how the world views you and stuff. So you'll pull a card, and you do at least 15 cards in each category, and it's like, how do you think the way you perceive yourself matches how like other people, do you think that people perceive you how you actually are, is like one of the questions. And I don't know, it's like more like surface level. The next section is like questions that dig a little bit deeper. I must have put 2 on something because I'm short one glitter, or like have only 2 left, and I usually have 3 left, so I'm not really sure what happened there, but whatever. So then the next level is like deeper questions. Like, what are the 3 things in your life right now that are most important to you? Like things that more so make you thinkity think. And so trying to figure out, okay, I've got those that'll work, that will not work, that no, not really. I've got those even though they're a bit oopsie daisied. I didn't think to print the Beauty and the Beast quotes apparently because I'm an idiot. So we'll just go with this stuff, okay? Okay. I also have these, which aren't really like the vibe, but I think I'm gonna use them anyway, just to use them up. And these are these Luxe Boys. Sure, why not? But yeah, oh my god, I'm getting so distracted. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I've barely talked today, so now I'm just like, word vomit everywhere. But These are also kind of oops. They got like overly foiled, but I'm just gonna roll that and put them across. This is one thing I like about ones that are just on the top and bottom. They can easily be used on scenes. So the second level, yeah, like I said, is a little bit deeper. And then the third level is called Reflection. And yeah, it's basically that. I am looking forward to playing with a friend that's more like serious. I'm just gonna throw this quote on here from Emo Kid 2. It says, "I should be over the butterflies, but I'm into you." So, yeah. I can't wait to play with somebody that's like, I'm not as close with as I am with Chris. Me and my friend Madison said that we should play it together. And it's just like really cute and like, there's like one that's like, what's something you think I need to hear right now? And it can just be like really heartwarming and help you realize like how much your friends really love you, because I feel like that's just something, at least I feel like I am not the best at, is like reminding my friends how much I love them. But this is the base. What do we think? This situation, kind of ugly, I will admit, but the rest of it is pretty cute, and I think it's like a good replacement fall spread for somebody who actually loathes the fall. But I didn't even get into the rest of the week. It was mostly more working and reading. We'll get into it with the day by day. The first thing I'm gonna do is put this in the sidebar. This is from Carly Plans, and I do PR for Carly. You can use Hannah15 to save 15% off, or just put my name in the notes if she's already having a sale to still get my freebie. And it says, "No one is you, and that is your superpower." Absolutely love that quote. And yes, we're just gonna dive right in. And the first thing, Monday, is payday. I don't know if Keaton has resized the little things, because they are kind of this funky dunky size in this kit, and I really hope he did, because I don't particularly love how skinny they are, but I also have not ordered from this new format yet, so I don't really have that information for you. I'm just like unable to get the spacing correct because it's so like not the norm. Okay. Payday, we've got some money from Carly Plans, and we got a payday script from my shop in font 5 in gold. And then it was my friend Sophia's birthday, so we do have a present here. That's from SPC, and I am on SPC's affiliate team. You can use Hannah10 to save 10% off. And I have a Sophia script in font 2. Post office drop, so I've got that mailbox from Carly Plans, as well as a custom PO drop in font 6 from my shop. The classic Monday McDonald's, that hash brown is from SPC, and the McDonald's is from my shop, font 5 in gold. And then for planning, we do have the sticker from Carly Plans, as well as a planning time script from SPC. On to the second portion. The first thing is film. I did film this day, and then I did work, and this is where I'm gonna have to pull stuff from my collection, because these kits don't have like flags or the weird boxes, at least in this format that I am pulling from, which is fine. I've got plenty of things. I'm gonna bring in one of my beautiful, beloved, old school glitter flags from SPC that I miss dearly and loved. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know, you tell me down below. Do you miss these flags? Because I love them. I think they're so cute and so glittery and so fun. But whatever. And then I did read. I continued on with my reading of The House Across the Lake. And so for filming, I do have a camera icon from SPC, as well as a film script from my shop in font 6 in gold. For working, I've got this silhouette from Carly Plans, as well as a work script from my shop in font 1 in gold. And then for reading, I've got this stack of books from SPC, as well as a read script from my shop in font 6 in black. On to Tuesday, the first thing we are going to mark is that it was my aunt's birthday, and she's cute, and I love her. My Aunt Sandy. And so now I'm gonna grab a flag or a box, whatever I happen to be able to find that matches. We've got plenty of dark red, so that works out good. Okay, I'm gonna potentially pull this up and move it down a little. Like I said, the spacing is so much more tricky with a format you're not super familiar with. So then I had a little YouTube binge. So we'll put this little orange guy in here. So for Aunt Sandy's birthday, we've got a cupcake from SPC, as well as an Aunt Sandy script in font 2 in black. For work, I've got a computer, a retro computer from Carly Plans, as well as a work script in font 1 in gold from my shop. For YouTube binge, I've got this YouTube laptop from SPC, as well as a YouTube binge script from my shop in font 6 in gold. And then on to the bottom part, the first thing is I watched Game of Thrones while I was working. I have been continuing to go through that journey of rewatching Game of Thrones. And then I had McDonald's because I am addicted to it, unfortunately. And then I did do some baking, and then I read. I don't know how I fit this in here. Must have basically touched. Okay, that's just gonna be how that is, I guess. So for Game of Thrones, I do have this TV from the Prairie Planner, as well as a custom GOT script from my shop in font 5 in black. For McDonald's, I have a Happy Meal from Carly Plans, as well as a McDonald's script from my shop in font 5 in gold. For baking, I've got this KitchenAid mixer from Carly Plans. And then for reading, I have this stack of books with a read script from my shop in font 6 in black. Okay, the first thing we're gonna mark on Wednesday is Workity Workerson. I don't know if I'm gonna have anything in like this burnt orange shade. Wow, I do. I have quite a few flags, so that's exciting. We're gonna start with that for work. And then I guess I'll just use like a half box to mark Game of Thrones, because that's really all that I am marking up here. So for work, I do have a computer here from Carly Plans, as well as a work script in font 5 in gold from my shop. For Game of Thrones, I've got another TV from the Prairie Planner, as well as a GOT custom in font 5 in black. And then I'm gonna mark that I called my dad. And then I will mark Handmaid's Tale with Andrea, that we got hibachi. And that we just like had some chats, you know, like just some girly chit chats. Okay, so for talking to my dad, I do have a phone icon from SPC, as well as a with dad script from my shop in font 2 in black. For Handmaids with Andrea, I've got the Me and Andrea scribbler, as well as a Handmaids script from my shop in font 6 in black. And then for hibachi, I've got the Chinese takeout box from SPC. And then for just my favorite way to mark just like hanging out and chatting is to use one of these couch icons from Carly Plans, and then like a with whoever script. So I have a with Andrea in font 6. And that's the first half. On to the second portion. Rent was due, unfortunately for me, wallet. Rent, okay. And then I did talk on the phone with Jeremy. And then work. I'm, for some reason, using like a million orange colored little things. So I'm gonna use an orange flag so that I maybe won't have to use more orange little things at the moment, because I'm running dangerously low. As in, I only have 3 left. It's not only on Thursday. Okay, it's like a lot of space, but it's fine. For rent, I'm using this TV or house icon. Doesn't really work right there, but that's fine. The icon's from SPC. The rent script is from my shop. Then we're gonna use this phone from Carly Plans in a custom with Jeremy script in font 4 to mark that. And then for working, I've got a silhouette from Carly Plans as well as a work script from my shop in font 1 in gold. And then down here, we will mark Game of Thrones. We're gonna use this, I think. Sure, why not? And then we did get Panda Express. Yeah. And then I FaceTimed with my sister. I don't really know if this is gonna fit, but I'm gonna try. It for sure does. Was our FaceTime long enough to warrant a half box? Not this time, but we're using it. So for Game of Thrones, I've got this yellow TV from Carly Plans as well as the GOT custom. For Panda, I've got a takeout box from SPC as well as a Panda custom from my shop in font 6 in black. And for FaceTiming my sister, I've got this little FaceTime icon from Mick Plans as well as a FaceTime Sis script. Then for Friday, the first thing we're gonna mark is that we did go to the grocery store. Got the groceries, paid way too much money for like the 4 items I got, but welcome to Texas. It's just how it be down here. There was one gal, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry. I don't even know if you watch my videos, but if you do, you know who you are. Who lives in the UK that messaged me and was like, are you kidding me? That's how much that cost? I'm like, girl, I wish I was kidding you. Because it's pathetic. I'm gonna use this cute yellow sparkle flag. We are just bringing in all of my vintage sparkle flags and I'm liking it. Okay. So for HEB, I do have this grocery heart from Carly Plans. I love that sticker. As well as a custom HEB in font 6 in black. And then for working, I've got this retro computer from SPC, as well as a work script in font 1 in gold. For YouTube binge, I've got this YouTube play button from Carly Plans, as well as a YouTube binge script from my shop in font 6 in gold. Then I need like one of this burnt orange color, like 3rd box would be ideal, but I will take what I can get. If I gotta go with a half box, I will. I think this works. Yeah, that works. That definitely works. It works, it works. It frickety dickety dockin' works. And then I played that game with Chris. I also got the relationship expansion, but even those questions weren't like revolutionary for the amount of like, we just tell each other literally everything. If I'm feeling any sort of feeling, he knows about it. So for Game of Thrones, I have this TV from the Prairie Planner, and then GOT custom. For the game with Chris, I didn't know how to mark it. So I have this Uno card because it's a card game, and a with Chris script from my shop in font 6 in gold, and then we watched Orange is the New Black. So got the TV and the icon. Cutie. Saturday, the first things first is that my car insurance was due. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. What's even more unfortunate is that like it was due over the weekend, which means it hasn't been deducted yet. So it's gonna be really annoying days later when it finally deducts and you're like, oh shit, forgot about you. Sadness. Use this to mark work. Thankfully, I have a lot of things apparently in my collection that match the colors of this kit somehow, because I literally never use these colors. So for my car bill, I do this car icon from Carly Plans, as well as a custom car/insurance from my shop in font 5 in black. And then for work, I've got this printer from SPC, as well as the same work script I've used every single day this week. Then for YouTube binge, I've got this YouTube heart from SPC, as well as a YouTube binge script from my shop in font 6 in gold. And then down here, I did watch some more Game of Thrones, so I'm going to use this yellow box to mark that. And then Chris and I did go on a cutie little dinner date, so I think I'm going to just use this half box to mark that. And then I started a new book, a book that me and Andrea, since we don't really like the kind of books that keep getting picked for book club, we decided we were just gonna have our own side book club that it's just the two of us, and we'll just pick a book, and then when we finish it we'll pick a different book. And so I picked the book for this. It's called, I don't know why I can't remember the freaking name of it. I'm gonna go on Amazon and find what it's called, but it's been really good so far. Like I said, I read half the book in one night. We also got Mexican food, and it was more of a local place, and it was really freaking good, but the service was really bad. It's called The Simple Wild, and it's about this girl who has an estranged relationship with her father who lives in Alaska, and then she gets news that he's dying and has to go visit him. And that's pretty much the premise of the book. So far I'm liking it. And then that's from Once More With Love, and then the books are from SPC, and then the same read script. Then on to Sunday, which is today in my real life. Going to grab this. This is very much so not the right shade. So maybe this will be better. Yeah, probably. That's fine. We'll do that. And then I'll use this last half box to mark the good old Game of Thrones situation. Bitch, no. Okay. So for work, I do have a computer from Carly Plans, as well as that same work script. For Game of Thrones, I have a TV from the Prairie Planner, as well as that same GOT script. Pretty repetitive. When I have busy work weeks, it just is very repetitive. There's no getting around that, but that's fine. I like routine. Just makes for a less interesting video, so for that I mildly apologize, but also not really. This is the wrong direction. I am literally losing my mind. I'm losing steam. It's getting late. Still got one more thing I need to film after this as well. Okay, that's for YouTube. That's for McDonald's. And then I need something to mark reading, which I haven't even gotten to yet. Didn't even mark filming. This is not even in the right order, but you know, that's how we roll around here. And I did lay down my spread for next week, and it looks freaking fire. Oh my god. So for YouTube binge, I've got this heart from Carly Plans, as well as YouTube binge, font 6 in gold. Then for McDonald's, I've got this McDonald's bag for SBC. For reading, I've got this book from SBC, as well as the read script. Oh my god, I got hiccups. And then for planning, I'm going to use the same yellow sticker and a plan script from my shop in font 1 in gold. I think I have approximately 2 things to fill out, so I'm not even going to bother with the whole speedy uppy thingy. I think I might try what Andrea has been doing, and I believe Kane does it as well. And I know Rosie does it, where you make scripts for everything, just so I don't have to write anything in, because I just don't enjoy it. But that's it, guys. That's the spread. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you indifferent? Do you like Beauty and the Beast? I think it's a pretty good movie. Let's see what I have left over that's going into my really fat, thick, hefty de-stash box. I'm gonna de-stash that and that and that and that one. I literally only used the weekend banner off of there, and there's that. But that is it, guys. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then, well, give it a thumbs down, because either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.